the pancake!
Kick her butt then! Kick her butt then! Kick her butt then!
Knock for while you can, monkey boy! Listen!
Put him back on formaldehyde fake.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Radical Chill Pill. My name is Scott and I'm here to talk about everything movies. Today's movie is The Wrong Guys. After a bit of a hiatus, I'm back, and with the passing of Louis Anderson, I decided to review 1988's The Wrong Guys. For those of you not familiar with The Wrong Guys, it's a who's who of 1980s comedians, comedy actors, on a Cub Scout trip. It's one of those movies where they basically took a bunch of people, said we need to get these people in a movie, and how are we going to do this? I would have loved to be in that pitch meeting. It's like, are they going to be in space? Are they going to be on a pirate ship? How are we going to get these guys into, I don't know, they'll be on a Cub Scout outing. Quick note, if you find this video humorous, helpful, both, hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. I definitely appreciate it. The Wrong Guys tells the tale of Den 7, the Owl Patrol. And it's made up of leader Louis Anderson, Worry Wart, Richard Lewis, ladies man / sleazy guy Richard Belzer, the voice of reason Franklin Ajayi, and surfer dude Tim Thomerson. Now Top Gun was all about finding out who the best of the best was. In scouting, there's no doubt, Den 7 was the best, except to get their arrow of light, they need to conquer Mount Whitehead. They got lost and had to call their moms to get them, and it has haunted them ever since. Now, my first question is going to be, where are the leaders of this den? I was a Cub Scout. I got the arrow of light, and I definitely was not conquering mountains on my own at the age of 10. Fast forward 30 years, and Louis lives with his mom, recounts the good old days of being a Cub Scout, and his mom basically tells him that he should go on one last adventure with the old Owl Patrol.
You could find them, Louis. Remember the Cub Scout motto,
Do your best.
Who talks like this? Seriously. It's been 30 years. Richard Lewis is a dentist. How do we know this? This conveniently placed exposition sign. He is at his absolute most neurotic self. Now I got a couple questions. Why is he packing his suitcase on the floor of his office? Why does he have a sign that says Richard Lewis DDS inside his own office? Just to let everyone know, I guess he's a dentist, because you couldn't incorporate that some way into conversation. You have to put a sign inside of his own office. His assistant, played by Rita Rudner, they're going over plans to feed his pets, water his plants, things like that. And I'm kind of wondering, like, this is the 80s. You know, is this part of her job description, or is this outside and he's actually paying her? I don't know. It's like when you're watching one of those movies in the 70s, and there's like two guys going over a business meeting, and someone's like, you know what I need right now? Margaret, 2 cups of coffee. You know, coming right up, sir. And you're like, ugh, it's a little cringy these days. But that's how it was. Maybe that's what dental assistants did. They feed your pets when you go out of town. What is this thing? Is it a snow globe? Is it a doll in a case? Why is it on his desk? Why does a dentist have an office that big? You know, do they do a lot of consultations in an office that big about, hey, I want to be your dentist? Well, let's meet and discuss. Richard Belzer is a pervy fashion designer specializing in belts. Franklin is a radio host with a silver tongue and his own advice show. Tim Thomerson is a surfing instructor living on the beach with a VW van. His girlfriend does an absolute amazing job of being a psychic with some outstanding acting chops right here.
Don't leave, Tim. I see it before you, the wave that never ends. But I see great danger for you and your friends.
Louis calls his friends who are scattered all over the country and gets them to come all back into town. And there he surprises them with a surprise revisit to Mount Whitehead in an attempt to conquer the mountain that has been a thorn in his side for all these years. They reunite, and we are given this amazing song.
From dawn till dusk we'll
The den gets together and goes out to get some supplies.
Ooh, do you sell moose repellent?
They are spotted by their old adversaries, childhood adversaries, the Grunsky brothers. The Grunsky brothers, Mark and Glenn, were kicked out of the den when they were kids, and apparently their life has been a downhill slope since. Apparently you have to believe that your life success or downfall depends on how well you did in Cub Scouts. Everyone who does bad, these guys are not what they could have been because they never conquered it. These guys got kicked out and now they're losers. After spotting them, they decide that they are going to cause chaos one last time.
We're gonna take those guys back to the golden days of yesteryear, or your name ain't Glenn Grunsky.
Meanwhile, a group of 3 escaped convicts, John Goodman as Duke Earl, and his 2 accomplices, one of which is Ghostbusters Ernie Hudson, decide to hide out at that very same mountain. Duke and the guys eat breakfast at the United States of Pancakes, even though Duke hates pancakes.
Okay, let's see. That's a Texas waffle, partner. Hawaiian pancakes, aloha. And a California sunshine special.
Who ordered this?
You did, sir.
I hate pancakes. I ordered French toast.
Ah, well, you see, France is not a state.
If I wanted to eat a face, bird boy, I would eat yours.
Is this how it works? You order something and they don't even carry it, and then you basically just give them something at your own discretion without them knowing? You just, yeah, you'll like this. Is that how it works? I'm asking. Did I mention Duke hates pancakes? They make this abundantly clear. I've never seen someone hate a food object more than this guy hates pancakes.
I don't like this place. It's got a smell that pisses me off.
I have lost my appetite.
Everybody! Let's down to the table! You! 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 You!
I love you.
You!
Hate stinking pancakes.
Duke, the pancake!
Now, we've heard 2 alerts about Duke on the radio and on TV. One saying he escaped and he blew up an armored car and incinerated the 3-man crew. So this guy's straight up cold-blooded. And 2, that he carjacked someone for their truck. Where did all these weapons show up from? I mean, they had literally, you'll find out later, they have machine guns, rocket launchers. Was the guy that they carjacked just so happened to be, an extra from the movie Commando? The Cub Scouts set up their camp, and of course, hilarity ensues because no one's probably been camping in 3 decades. They finally raise their Den 7 flag, which of course is mistaken by Duke Earl as the FBI Unit 7 flag, which is the group that's hunting them. Look at that graphic. I mean, way to go FBI and make it look official. And also, I mean, I know it's a movie, but since when have you ever seen someone where it's like, oh, this person robbed a bank. If you find them, contact Section Z, the Renegades. You know what I mean? Like, no, just call this number and call the FBI. End of story. Meanwhile, the Grunsky brothers are fighting the Caddyshack Gopher's cousin, a rambunctious squirrel. Now, I wasn't able to confirm this, but by the looks of things, I'm thinking Industrial Light and Magic had to do these special effects because they look so real. Belzer recruits Tim to go and try and meet some women. Tim's a little hesitant at first because his girlfriend is a psychic and can tell if he's cheating on her. But Bells drops some scientific knowledge on him and convinces him to go.
Is that all? No problem, babe. Full moon, right? So, full moon sends out lunar particles that jam psychic radar. That's common knowledge. Everybody knows that. Come on.
This better be worth it, man.
Louie and Richard wake up and think the guys were taken in the night by One-Armed Pete and go to find him. Now, meanwhile, Duke Earl sneaks into the camp and destroys it while Franklin's sleeping through the whole thing because he took a sleeping pill. Everyone survives, the Cub Scouts run into the Grunskys, and they decide to form an alliance to beat Duke Earl.
I want you to make us Cub Scouts again.
Never.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's what we want back in the den.
This is easily the stupidest thing I ever heard.
They play a cat and mouse survival game. The guys are on the run, and I'm no camping expert, but I'm pretty sure that a ridgeline with no trees or concealment isn't the best way to hide from somebody. They rally behind Louis's leadership.
Now, if we could keep our wits and be strong, well, maybe we can beat this goddamn mountain. Okay, Louis.
The den decides to use an old Grunsky trap that we saw earlier in the film to catch Duke Earl. But the Grunskys decide to turn on their den, and in the chaos of all the characters, it's the squirrel that returns to free Duke Earl. Now the Duke pushes Mark with one arm, and he goes flying 20 feet into the pond. Do the laws of physics not apply on Mount Whitehead, or does Mark Grunsky just have the coordination of a baby? Earlier in the film, they're on a raft trying to escape, and it gets split in two. And Tim uses his surfing prowess to go over a waterfall to a ranger station and call for help. So Duke, he's got them cornered. He's about to kill them all. And this guy, remember, he's incinerated people. He's blown up pancakes. He's bad. He's so bad. And guess what? He gets beat down by their moms and their purses. That's right, their purses. 1980s, baby. Expect the unexpected. Next, we have an award ceremony. They're heroes. They get the Arrow of Light. It is now time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good. Casting. This is a who's who, like I said, of 1980s comedians, comedic actors. You have, all even like the little bit roles. You have Jonathan Brandis from It as like one of the kids when they're young. You have Paul from The Wonder Years. Just everyone's doing, basically being themselves. This is the end before this is the end. Everyone's just doing themselves and they're camping. Another good would be over the top John Goodman. My favorite, Raising Arizona, Big Lebowski. That is my favorite type of John Goodman. He hates pancakes. Another good would be 1980s over the topness, which I know isn't a word, but I'm saying it anyway. Rocket launchers, squirrel attacks, moms with purses, surfing down waterfalls, something that just would not fly today, but hey, this channel's about 80s movies, so let's knock them out. Another one would be fizzies. I had no idea what fizzies were. They're like Alka-Seltzer's fun-flavored cousin. And there's a running gag with fizzies. I'm gonna give it a good.
Came over to me, you said, Bells, give me the pack, I want my fizzies.
Oh, man, fizzies. And haze.
Yeah, some fizzies.
I think you guys are supposed to put those fizzies in a glass of water.
The bad. Duke Earl's aim. Very inconsistent. In some moments, he is like a sniper. And in others, he can't hit guys that are 10 feet away with a machine gun. Another bad is going to be, I hate to bring it up again, but Duke Earl and his water attack. They are on a raft with, 50 feet of water on either side, and he has a machine gun, an M60 Rambo machine gun. All he needs to basically do is just sit on the bank and mow them down. He's trying to kill them. But for some reason, he decides to go in the water, submerge himself, pop up like Rambo, and then the gun jams. And by the time it finally fires, they're already past him. Finally, it's the ugly. And there's only two uglies in this movie. One, it's a 1980s movie, so the R word gets used. It happens in 80s movies sometimes. And two, Richard Lewis's leopard print pants. And this guy's a dentist and he dresses like this? Really? Eee. Last, I would like to give the Lewis from Men at Work award for the best performance. And if you haven't seen that, go watch that video. I did a whole montage on him To the Grunsky brothers. Everything they do is just mwah, chef's kiss. Fantastic.
Hey man, open up. I'm starving. You got my Oreo?
Get your Oreos right here.
It's the Cub Scouts!
Where's my cookie? Where's my beer nuts? Where's my Cheetos, man?
Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Say uncle.
Uncle.
Huh?
Uncle.
All right, then.
The Grunsky brothers?
In person.
Welcome to Den 7.
Pardon?
Welcome to Den 7.
You're not sharing with our Dan. You disgust me, man. You give me no choice but to cancel you from the Grunsky family.
Says who?
Says me. I'm older.
How you gonna do it, stupid? Erase my birth certificate?
I have a ton of movies coming up that you're definitely going to want to see. So until next time, have a good one.